Community Action News with Rick Godley, CAN. Remember, when you can't, maybe together we can. Community Action News, CAN.
Rick Talk.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rick Godley, director of the Lincoln Parish Museum, and we're on the front porch of the Lincoln Parish Museum, and no stranger to these confines, Chlese Henderson, Camellia Bailey, and they approached me last spring, and actually I think it was Chlese that approached me about having something at the museum, and it turned into Plein Air 1, and we're going to be talking about Plein Air 2. So let's go back to visit. How did this idea happen? Take us back to that time.
Okay, if I'm remembering right. So we are sister shop. We are a local pop-up art shop. We're sisters, that's why it's called that. And in the spring, we were really wanting to get outside and do a pop-up, because we normally pop up in indoor places, coffee shops and stuff like that. And we just really wanted to get outside somewhere in the community, invite people to unplug. I feel like that was a really big part of it. Just wanting to get away from phones and things like that and just be a part of the community. And so I remember Amy Stegall being like, have you asked Rick at the Lincoln Parish Museum? So I called you, and yeah, rest
All right.
is history.
So the rest is history at the place of history. I like that. So we had Plein Air 1. Explain what Plein Air is. Who's more versed on that?
I can explain it. So plein air is a tradition of painting outdoors. It's an 18th century tradition. So I think it's really cool that we're, I guess, I don't know, bringing it back. Maybe. I mean, I think a lot of people do it because it's just a really unique way to paint, where you capture the specific time of day and lighting at different hours of the day. And so I think the last event went so well, just seeing so many different artists, just trying to capture exactly what was in front of them.
So it's going to happen this Saturday, and that's going to be October 4th. We're having an afternoon gig. It's 2 to 6 p.m., 2 to 6 p.m. Back to Plein Air, and I'll start with you, Camellia. What was your takeaway from what happened and who showed up the first time?
I think the takeaway was that something like this was very needed. I think the way that so many people were so excited that this was something that was happening. People drove from out of town to be here. And I think it just also showed how much people actually just enjoy being outdoors and unplugging and spending time in nature. I think all of us need to be refreshed in that kind of way. I think it does all of us a lot of good. And so I think that this event proved that that's something that people have been wanting for a long time.
So, and then I want to hear your feedback
Yes.
from the first time, because you literally had it from the inception to fruition.
Yeah.
And I know it went beyond your expectations, not knowing that you had any expectations. Same for me.
Yes.
But talk about it.
I feel like for me, it was just so amazing, how many, kind of like Camellia said, just how many people came out. My favorite part was just seeing people walk around and talk to people that they didn't even know, bonding over art, and also having so we had people got to bring their own supplies, and we also had the mini pop-up market. And I feel like I saw a lot of people connecting for the first time, asking people oh, I've never seen you before, and meeting each other. So I feel like there were just so many opportunities where people bonded and just talked to people they didn't know. I remember being in the back and someone being have you gone to the front yard? And I came out to the front yard and people were just sprawled out on blankets or sitting in chairs. It was just so cool. Yeah.
Well, and it was your idea, or maybe both of yours, but I mean, you brought quilts to have out for a picnic blanket. So I'm not sure you're going to do it again. What do you recommend for somebody who wants to come Saturday? What do they need to bring?
Yes. So we definitely are going to have some blankets. We're going to have pumpkins outside for people to paint. We'll bring some things so that if you just come empty-handed, you still have something you can do. But I definitely recommend bringing a blanket, bringing a friend, I feel like a lot of people brought unfinished work. It was a great opportunity to bring work that they have gotten a chance to finish, bring a canvas, art supplies, bring a journal. If you don't paint, you can write, bring a card game, bring a snack. So yeah, just bring whatever you would want to hang out in your own front yard. You can come and hang out.
It's a picnic day at the Lincoln Parish Museum, plein air. And if somebody doesn't paint, that's not a prerequisite or
Exactly.
requirement to show. Explain that, because I know we had strangers and
Yeah.
people just, when people see people gathering, they just walk up.
Right.
So
Well said.
Yeah. You don't have to be an artist to come. I think that this sort of event is definitely inspiring for artists, but I think that kind of like we were saying before, I think that everyone needs this kind of I don't know, I guess refreshing event and just a chance to be in nature. And I think it was cool having like so many different types of people here. Like there are some people just like playing yard games. And I think being in an environment where people are painting is just a really nice and relaxing thing to be around as well. So
and it's totally free, totally free. I did reach out. I don't know if Danny had gotten in touch with you. So the Louisiana Tech, they'll be selling their succulents, I do believe. All right. What else could we say to come one, come all? You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Please drive carefully and arrive home safely. Good night.